Hello, young coders, welcome back. Today we're going to decode the AND and OR blocks in programming. These blocks help us combine conditions in our code. Picture them as puzzle pieces that fit together to make our program work just as we want it to. Imagine you're creating a game or an app, and you need to set certain rules or conditions. That's where AND and OR blocks come into play. So, are you ready to explore these blocks and learn how they can help you in coding? Let's dive right in. Let's imagine a scenario. You're at a fun fair and there are two conditions to ride the roller coaster. You must be above 12 years old and taller than 4 feet. You can ride only if both conditions are met. Now let's bring this scenario into the world of coding. You see, in programming, we often need to check if multiple conditions are true. For example, in our roller coaster ride scenario, we have two conditions that must be met. You must be over 12 years old, and you must be taller than 4 feet. If these conditions aren't met, well, no roller coaster ride for you. This is where the AND block in programming comes into play. The AND block is like a strict gatekeeper at the roller coaster ride. It only allows you on the ride if both conditions are satisfied. Let's peek into our bypass interface. Here we can visually represent our conditions using the AND block. If we input our two conditions into the AND block, it checks if both are true. If they are, it gives us a true result. If not, it gives us a false result. Now, you might be wondering, what happens if one condition is true and the other is false? Well, with the AND block, even if one condition is false, the entire statement becomes false. It's like the roller coaster gatekeeper saying, sorry, you can't ride unless you meet both conditions. So, with the AND block, both conditions must be true for the result to be true. Simple, right? It's like a puzzle where every piece must fit perfectly. If even one piece is missing, the puzzle isn't complete. Remember, practice makes perfect. So keep experimenting with the AND block. Try creating your own conditions and see how the AND block responds. The world of coding is full of exciting challenges, and the AND block is just one tool to help you navigate them. So, buckle up, because in the next scene, we're going to dive into the OR block. Until then, keep exploring, keep learning, and most importantly, keep having fun with coding. Now let's say there are two food stalls at the fair. You can have ice cream or cotton candy. You're happy if you get either of them. Imagine this in the world of coding. It's like having two conditions, where only one needs to be true for you to get a result. This is where the OR block comes into the picture. It doesn't matter if it's a sunny day or a rainy day. As long as you have an OR block in your code, you could get to enjoy either ice cream or cotton candy. In programming, an OR block means that if any one of the conditions is true, then the whole statement is true. So in our fair example, whether you get ice cream or cotton candy, you're going to have a good time. The OR block is like a generous friend who says, hey, as long as you're happy with either of these, we're good to go. Now let's see how the OR block works in our bypass interface. Here we can combine two conditions, let's say ice cream and cotton candy. The OR block checks if either of these conditions is true. If you get ice cream, great. If you get cotton candy, fantastic. As long as one of these conditions is met, the OR block will return a true statement. Think about how handy this can be when you're coding. Maybe you're programming a game, and the player can win if they collect either gold coins or magic potions. The OR block makes it possible for the player to win with either condition, creating a more exciting and versatile game. So remember, the OR block is all about options. It's like a pick and mix at the candy store. As long as you pick something, you're set. It's a great coding tool to use when you want to give multiple conditions a chance to be true. And that's the magic of the OR block. I hope our trip to the fair has helped you understand how it works. Keep exploring, keep coding, and remember, in the world of programming, the OR block is your ticket to more options and more fun. With the OR block, if any one of the conditions is true, then the whole statement is true. Isn't that cool? And that's it. You've just learned how to use AND and OR blocks in programming. Remember, AND is like a strict gatekeeper. Both conditions must be met. On the other hand, OR is more relaxed, satisfied if one condition is met. These blocks are the glue that hold our program's conditions together. Keep practicing with these blocks and try to come up with your own examples. The more you practice, the more you learn. I'll see you in our next video where we'll delve deeper into the fascinating world of programming. Until then, happy coding.